Hey everyone, it's Steve from Network Advisor, and I'm going to do a quick unboxing and review of these Zyxel Powerline Adapters. So I needed to expand my home network, and unfortunately I don't have a very good cabling infrastructure, so these can kind of fill that gap. Ideally, Ethernet would be the best way to go, a Cat 6 or Cat 6A cable run. But I had gotten these about 3 years ago. In fact, I did a video on these, and these have worked out really well for me. So I went ahead and got some more. And let's open this guy up. Well, actually, before we open it up, let's kind of look at the box here. So you get two of these. They have the outlet built in, so that, like, unlike the old one that I had where you use up an outlet, but then it's gone. You don't have a way to pass through. These have a pass through on them. Let's see, and this Zyxel One Connect, it's an app. I haven't tried it yet, so I'm going to try it out on this one. It's like a management app. Let's see some specs here. Won't go into that, but here's like a diagram of how you use these. What happens is wherever your router is, you connect one of the switch ports out of the router into the Ethernet port on one of these units, and then you can have one or more other units somewhere else in your house. And then what it does is it uses the electrical wiring in your house as a way of transmitting the Ethernet signals to these other units. And then, of course, they have Ethernet plugs built onto the bottom of them. This is not the one I'm reviewing, but I'll show you in just a second. And then that's what you connect to, like, entertainment centers or other computers and things like that. And you can actually use it for access points too, which would be pretty cool. All right, let's open this guy up here. Let's see. Wow, they're big compared to the old one. But then I guess considering that you have to have a pass-through outlet, that actually kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. So, all right. So two of these. Let's see. Kind of looks like the old one in terms of the icons. Now, here's what is kind of an unknown to me. And I guess we'll figure this out as I move forward, and hopefully I can document this for you, is that can I mix this with this? So that I didn't do enough research to find out. I'm hoping I'm going to find out while I do this install. Because I've already have two of these, so what I'd like to do is be able to just leave these in place. One of these is connected to my home router, and then just be able to add these on. Now, here's the other thing that's kind of a mystery to me. There's two Ethernet ports. Well, can you trunk them? In other words, can you put two of them together and bond them? I'm guessing not. I'm thinking these are just switch ports. But the reason why I'm kind of puzzled is if you had one by your router and then you had one somewhere else in the house, well, would I connect two switch ports to my router? That really wouldn't make any sense, because then I'd have a what do they call that? Shoot, I can't remember the word. It's a spanning. It's a spanning problem. Anyway, so there we go. So two of these. All right. Let's see what else is in the box. Couple of Ethernet cords. I'm assuming these are probably just plain old category 6. Oh, they're 5Es. Okay, well, no big deal. 5Es are fine too. 5Es can do 1 gig, which is what these are rated at. Or let's see. Oh, we got a little quick start guide. Boy, that's pretty simple looking there. All right. Lays it out for you pretty easy, doesn't it? All right. And let's see. Got the green. You got some indicator lights indicating how good the connection is. One thing I will tell you from experience with my old ones, and I suspect it's probably true with these new ones, is that when you connect these, if you connect directly to the wall, you'll get your best connection. If you, for instance, put like a outlet strip between the wall and this, it degrades the connection speed. If you put a surge protector between this and the wall, it degrades the connection speed. So in a perfect world, what you want is to have this plugged directly into the wall outlet. The only downside about that is if you live in a lightning prone area, is that can be a little risky, because if you get a lightning strike to the house, then you could end up in a situation where it damages the unit. I personally live in a high lightning prone area, and I have a service from my power company that does a whole house surge protection. All right. Well, let's go get these installed and then see if they want to play nice with my old one, and we'll document that. Okay, so here's my first test. I put that old legacy unit back in place by the router. That was a PLA5456. I bought that about 3 years ago. Now I'm going to plug the new one in and see if they play together. So this is the newer one that I'm the one that I'm doing the unboxing for right now. It's the 5456, PLA5456. So you can see it trying to sync up. So I'm going to connect an Ethernet cord. And then I'm going to use my phone. So what I did is I took my phone and I shut off the Wi-Fi. So like if I open up my browser and try to go somewhere, say like try to go to like the speed test, see, can't resolve because the Wi-Fi is turned off. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking a network adapter. It's a little trick I learned from being a field technician. You take a network adapter and a little converter to convert it from A style to C style, plug it into the bottom of the phone. So I actually did a video on that in case you're wondering about how to connect a network adapter to a cell phone. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So what I'm waiting for here that I'm not seeing is some kind of a link. Is it maybe I'm in the wrong switch port? Oh, there it goes. Okay, see it's linked up. See now I got a network green. I think that's just kind of traffic indicator and then a power indicator. All right, so let's see how this is looking. Let's try to do a speed test, like speakeasy. Let's do that one. No, not speakeasy club. I want the speed test. Here we go, speakeasy.net. This is my favorite one for speed test. Go to speed test. All right, now, before I start the test, I just want to set the expectation. So my internet speed is AT&T fiber 1 gig. It's symmetrical, meaning it's gig each direction. But in reality, when I do these speed tests, even when I use my computers, I typically don't hit the gig level. I usually get like, I don't know, 300, 400, something like that each direction. And then what I'm going to do is, because it's run on a phone, is it probably won't be that great to begin with either. And the third thing, disclaimer, is that this new unit is getting its internet via the old legacy 5405. So after I've proved that this works, then what I'm going to do is put the new unit over by the router too. So and the speed might get a little better. So all right, for download speeds, all right, that's acceptable. It's not great, but remember, I'm going through a phone and not a computer. A computer probably a little faster. And you do have to keep in mind that this is pretty amazing technology, but it's doing the best it can. Is that it's an Ethernet signal traveling through the electrical wire in your house, something that was never really designed to carry this kind of data in the first place. All right, so 62 down, looks like about 90 something up. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my router and I'm going to take the legacy one out and put one of these in there and see if the speed gets a little bit better. Okay, I'm back. So I put the 5456 over by the router. So now we should have a true new unit to new unit pairing going on. Let's see if that made any kind of difference in the speed test. Let's see here. I want to rerun my speed test. Test again. Here we go. Yeah, a little better. Okay. Yeah, because what we were getting 60 something before. Now we're approaching what, 80 something? So okay. So actually that's what I'm going to do. I'll leave the new one by the router, and then I'll put this other new one wherever I need the fastest speed. And then my older ones, which have served me very well, I'll just put them in locations where speed is not as critical. So this is pretty exciting. So now basically I'm going to have the ability to spread an Ethernet, hardwired Ethernet connection across 4 different places in my house. And, I was able to, leverage my existing investment in these. I paid about, I don't know, maybe $100 or something, maybe a little less than $100 for these about 3 years ago. And these, I think, about $100. Also, in fairness, I just realized I'm not using the encryption. So they have encryption, I'm kind of like, in a perfect world, yes, you should always encrypt your data, but it's like I'm in my house and I'm in like a single family dwelling, so I guess somebody could come along and plug in one of these in my, maybe an outlet on the side of my house and try to tap into my network, I suppose. But anyway, but if I do turn the encryption on, it's gonna add some overhead, which are gonna slow things down. All right, well, hope that was informative for you, and I appreciate your audience, and thanks for watching.